Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle from Infinite Hustle, and I want you to all to realize something if you haven't already. If you have Instagram and you're using Instagram, Instagram is to make money. So your best bet is to figure out how you can make money on Instagram. I've already discussed in several videos a little bit about that. This video isn't about making money on Instagram. This video is about your next step. So if you have a regular Instagram account, you need to convert it to a business account. It's literally just going in the settings, changing it to a business account, and the only thing that happens is you once you convert to a business account, you have the eligibility to check out your data, your analytics, your viewer engagement pretty much. You have all those different statistics that you weren't given before when you had just a personal account. When you have business accounts and you make a posting on Instagram, also, you have the ability to promote, which is basically run an ad of the same exact posting that you have through other people's um, Instagram, you know, attention that you aren't necessarily a part of that community yet. So it's going to expose the information that you have to others that you haven't reached out to yet. And it's very, very particular how you can do this. It's very beneficial. I'm going to show you what to do exactly. And let me tell you first off, before I forget, that when you start a new business Instagram account, you get a $15 promotional advertising credit. So take advantage of your free credit. You don't have to, have extreme, crazy, unrealistic goals for a $15 free advertisement, but you might be able to figure out some tips and tricks from running, a free advertisement. So when you put your own money in, then you kind of know what to expect and you kind of have an idea of how the game's played and how to stand out and really, convert them subscribers and um, followers and friends into legitimate and continuous customers. So, what I did is I just posted a graphic in the background. It's actually an old graphic. And then, I made a pretty big and detailed description of what I got going on. So I was talking about, becoming a millionaire, earning passive income, and retiring is what we all desire, right? I asked them a question because people want to act like whether or not they have the best answer or not, they want to have their input be validated at least to themselves. They want to have their opinion. They want to voice their opinion. They want to interact and engage in the conversation. So starting off with a question is immediate attention getter and is definitely going to help your posting and your ad reach higher levels of success, especially when it comes to that purchasing that you're looking for when those sales come up. Right now, it's more of a growth of your audience, but this is something you can do for growth, or this is something you do with your product. I mean, you could obviously post a product on your Instagram and just promote the product, and this is the same sort of thing. But what I'm doing is promoting platforms, and those platforms are each consistent of an audience. So I'm just telling people like, hey, I got some really powerful information for you. I'm not going to give it to you all in one little spot. It's going to be kind of all over the place if you follow all these different programs or all these different platforms, and you do these few tips and tricks that I'm going to leave you. Then you can become and do anything that you want, and find your true passion and your purpose in life. But this is something that these people are going to have to uncover and unveil on their own. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not something that is easy. So that's why I'm giving them so much content and so much, um, availability when it comes to all the different places that I'm going to be presenting information, because you don't just gain, the perfect plan from one particular spot. You filter in a little information from here, from here, from this person, from that person, and as a collective, then you start piecing the puzzle together, and that's when you start figuring out higher levels of success. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to be the middleman between success and, you know, where people are at right now, and I want to do anything I can to give them the upper hand, because nobody helped me get started, and that's the hardest part, is getting started and moving forward. Because even if you commit to, you know, creating an Instagram page, or you want to start working online, if you just try to do things that you already know of, or random things that you come across on YouTube for earning income, you're going to be sadly mistaken that majority of that stuff does not work. I mean, literally, I've been trying to earn money for 6 months just on conventional ways for you guys, so I could tell you, like, hey, this app makes you money doing this app does this. But the only ways that I know that you can make money on the internet, or make money really for free, is when you are super educated and you've dedicated so much time that it's not like you just have one option anymore. You have so many different plans, and you have a route of attack for anything that you can encounter, that your skill set and your mindset is totally different than it was initially. And that's what this is going to do to you. It's going to totally broaden your horizon and make you be able to accomplish any goal that you have. And if reaching a certain level of success is that goal, then it's going to be you who figures out how to solve that goal. But most people don't have the confidence and the faith in themselves, and they have doubt, and they're scared of failure, and there's so many things holding them back. I'm going to give them every single thing they need to know, and I'm going to try to piece it out just right, so maybe, just maybe, each person could organically discover the information that I have, and they'll think that they're figuring out themselves. But reality, I put all the puzzle pieces in front of them, and I've used reverse psychology to make it easier for them to be seen, and to make it easier for them to put the pieces together, and save them years of valuable time, and jump them ahead of their peers with a very, very minimal ease. So, this is, like I said, a very extensive ad that I'm going to be creating. It's going to be more than what you were probably going to be doing on your first thing, but I talk about the things that you could potentially become, and I say a limited time offer ending on Christmas. It's a free product, it's a free service, it's free money. What could you lose? What could you gain? Are you ready? I keep asking them, trying to have their input, have their opinion, have them thinking, because that's the biggest thing, is to get these people to start using their brains more efficiently. And if you're asking them questions on a regular basis, then they're trying to solve problems more and more and more. And the better they become at solving problems, the easier it is for them to become successful and wealthier. So what you should do now is follow these platforms, email me regularly, pay attention for the new content coming up, attend the webinars that I'm going to be having, and be presentative and attentive to the live events. So, and then I post all my different social media handlings and 3 of my different email addresses, so they have ways to get into contact with me to help them on the journey. And the reason I'm giving away this product for free is because I need to have validated testimonials, and I don't want to be a scam artist and like pay somebody $50, make a video and say, oh, my product works, or my product did this for their life, it saved their life, it made them a substantial amount of income. I could do that, but I feel like that's bullshit and that's cheating. Like, I haven't cheated this whole time, with the exception of trying to do sub for sub on my YouTube channel at the beginning. I thought that was really how to do it, and now I'm finding out, like, the more loopholes and the more ways you try to work around the system, the harder it bites you in the ass, and the more you get stuck behind the place that you're trying to be. That if you think you got that idea and you got that plan and you think, it's going to happen tomorrow, you're sadly mistaken. Sometimes it don't happen for 10, 20 years. But if you have the right goal and the right passion and the right purpose, it will happen. You just have to put forth effort and continue until you figure out exactly what works for you. And that's what this program, and that's what this advertisement and this incentive is, and following me and paying attention to the things I do on social media, because I'm literally breaking down the science of social media and the internet, and I'm giving it to the people in the way that I think is going to be best suited for their brains, because if you just give them everything at once, I don't think they're going to retain the information. I think they have to filter through something. They have to make their brain, you know, read the fine line and be able to distinguish, you know, this is powerful, this is not so beneficial, this is powerful, you know, to be able to go through every single piece of the puzzle and understand, like, you know, how certain things will be more beneficial to them, how other things won't be, but they would be constructing their own pie, and they would be solving their own problem, and they would be literally creating their own wealth. But I'm just giving them ideas on how to do it, and I'm showing them how to use their brain to a different level of potential than they're used to. Because making money is about utilizing your brain power to earn more money. Most of these people think they're going to earn more money by saving it or working harder or, you know, going to a particular college or something, listening to their parents' advice, their friends' advice. No, that don't work. You want to make some money, you have to be very creative, you have to be dedicated, you have to be passionate, you have to find a purpose, and you have to go hard. You have to go hard every single day. 16 hours a day, you know, for years and years. But you go 16 hours a day hard for 10 years. That's what they say it takes sometimes to accomplish this kind of goal. I'm trying to limit that for you and shorten that down. But they say 10 years. I mean, 10 years is better than the 40 to 60 years that you'd be working in a conventional job. So just think about that. This process is an expedited process to your retirement and, you know, those substantial earnings that most of us desire for. I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but I know everybody out there in the back of their mind would like to have a little bit more money, a little bit more freedom, a little bit more happiness, and a little bit better health. And if I can simply do that by having these people pay attention to what I say in all these different areas, then that's truly powerful. And I don't have to collect hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars from a product or service that's going to help other people. My intention is for me to be able to accomplish this goal or these goals for these people, these first round people who come to me, and then for the people who I educate initially to be so wise that they can literally recreate the path and do exactly what I did for, you know, an audience of their own, people of their own, and whether or not they sell this idea or, you know, this business model to their audience or their customers, that's up to them. They don't have to give this away for free. I'm giving it away for free because I'm so confident in my product, and I want people to show, you know, I want to show people, like, they don't want this product, they need this product, they have to have this product. This is something that is beneficial to them, you know, hands down. And if, you know, they don't want to take my advice, they don't want to hear me out, they don't want to believe that the process works, then I'm going to give it to you for free. Somebody will take it, somebody will listen, somebody will complete the course. It doesn't matter if there's 100,000 people who attempt the course, who are familiar with the course, who are known of the course. If 2 people make it to the status that I'm trying to make it for them, then it was totally worth it. Like, and those 2 people can tell people, like, yeah, it worked. He knows what he's talking about. Like, he's gonna teach me how to train others how to do it, and, you know, I'm gonna be super rich. And literally, that's what it is. Because as soon as you start making the money that you need to, then you realize, you know, once you get to a certain level, like I have, it ain't about the money no more. It's about, like, how many lives you can impact. It's the things that you could do before you're gone, the things and the legacy that you could leave behind for your family. It's more about stuff like that. It's more about valuing the time that you have left on this earth rather than the amount of money that you have in your pocket. So this is just simply a free promotional ad on Instagram. So you hit this promote button right here, and where do I want the people to go? So I can have them go to my website, my Shopify store, or my Instagram profile. Well, I'm gonna have them go to this Instagram profile. That's the type of targeting that I'm trying to do. That's the place that I'm trying to send these people. The funnel, some people call it. You can select your different types of audiences. There's the automatic one. It's basically people who are similar to the followers that you already have. Or you could create your own, and that's what I did right here. This one, I want to show you how I set it up. So I just simply named it Infinite Hustle because that's the brand, obviously. But the locations, I picked several different locations across the world, and so the advertisement will be placed on social media or at least Instagram in these places, France, Germany, Mexico, Iowa, the United States. And it'll be targeting specifically keywords that are relevant to Samsung Mobile, the best of YouTube, young entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurship, business, Samsung Mobile France, or YouTube. And then we'll go down to the age. Most of my audience is roughly 23 to 55 years old. So we're going to change that up just a little bit. So as you can see, we can pick the locations, we can pick the keywords and the interest and the filters, and we can change the the age group, because 18-year-olds ain't gonna buy your product, 90-year-olds probably ain't gonna buy your product. So you got to find that medium, and you got to pay attention to your analytics from previous data and input that into the ad that you have if you want to run the most beneficial and positive ad that you possibly can. So you just go to continue up here. So I mean, this is just expectation. Total spent is $30 over 6 days. So $5 a day, 6 days, $30, right? 6,800 people to 18,000 people who are going to see that huge ad, all that words that I have. They're going to see my brand, my name, my channel, all my social media followings. It's going to tell them a couple different services that I can do for them. And not only is it going to say all this, but it's going to tell them that I'm going to do this for them for free. This is a free product that I'm offering. So that is something that's highly valuable. And when you're trying to grow followings, you're trying to establish a name, a brand, become this type of status symbol online, you must be giving away more value than you're receiving. So yeah, if I give away this and say I make 10 people a millionaire, or 5 people a millionaire, even, or one person a millionaire, that don't matter, because that's just good karma, that's good business, that's one customer who could potentially give me a testimonial, or recognition on my next course, or say I want to redo this course or this business model and I want to put a fee on it. Well, the next time I can make a video and have the person who completed the task and became that millionaire, and I'll pay that person so much money, and they'll tell their story, and I'll put that as my advertisement. That'll be the next ad, you know what I mean? Their success story. And that's what people want. They want the proof. That'll be the proof. And this is how I get the proof, is by giving something away for free. So if you're having trouble with your sales and getting started, you might want to give something away for free or at discount to let people know what you got. And then maybe they'll take a chance on you if they had a chance to see your product for what they feel is an upper hand advantage. People want to feel like they won the battle. They want to feel like, they out negotiated you. Let them think they won. In reality, you're winning because you're the one making the sale. So no matter what, if you get $1 or $1,000,000, you're winning. Let the customers feel like they're the ones in control. Let them feel like they're the ones who made the decision. And I'm telling you, they will come back every single time. They'll tell their friends, they'll tell their family, they'll tell their social media, and word of mouth. That way is the best way to gain more customers and scale your business to the next step, guaranteed. So we'll continue this on. You're all set. Create this promotion. See, and these are free promotions. So, you know what I mean? This is a free promotion, ad credit from Facebook for a business Instagram account, simply for, just for having a business account and want you to be familiar and utilizing ads on Instagram, so they give you a free one. I have 2 Instagram accounts, and I made an ad earlier, and I made this ad just now that I just promoted. As you can see, the only thing that is non-beneficial is it doesn't just kick on immediately. It does have to be, waiting for approval. Whatever that may entail, I'm not 100% certain. If you get denied, you're going to have to tweak what you've been denied for just a little bit and fix what went wrong or why your approval wasn't successful. I'm sure that you could find that data or talk to somebody and they could give you the information that you're seeking for. But most likely it'll be approved. I've done Facebook advertisements before. I mean, everything usually goes smooth, but anything could happen, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, this is a free promotional advertisement on Instagram just for having a business account. So, I mean, you see how long this description is. I could have 10 different services or 10 different courses or whatever. I could have $1 million, $10 million worth of different products just in here, and I'm advertising it to those people who are literally looking for this kind of stuff, and the people who got money, people who are spending the money on this stuff, the people who are on the internet dedicating their time to this exact kind of information. I'm not advertising to people who, are just random people and strangers. I'm advertising to people who are entrepreneurs, people who are interested in making more money, people who, are invested in themselves and their futures, and they're willing to spend more money than the average person is. A lot of people's customers have 100 people, and their conversion rate is 5 or 10%. So the people who buy are only 5 or 10% of that 100. Well, if they go about it a different way, and they're advertising specifically to people who are looking for a specific product, and you have a niche that fulfills that specific product, and you have a brand on Instagram that fulfills that specific product, and you could literally be increasing that percentage of conversions, sales, and customers, you know, exponentially. So keep that in mind. This is just a piece of advice for Instagram and how to grow on Instagram. You don't have to run this kind of ads to get people to your Instagram page. You can, like I said, have them go to your website, have them go to your Shopify store. I'm just trying to build up audiences on my different social media platforms. And on this one, I literally, I'm making an attempt to have all my social media platforms be seen at the same exact time with one ad. Because I'm telling people that if you follow me on all these platforms, then that's how you get the information. It's not like you just follow my Facebook and then you'll be able to figure it out. No, you got to be a part of all my communities, and then I'll give you a little bit here, a little bit there, and you kind of have to filter me out and get the information that I have, because I think they know that I got something that they want. They just don't know where it's at, and they don't want to be a part of it a lot of times because it costs money up front, or there's time intervals that, duration of time that they could be working without compensation up front. Well, I'm literally going to give them everything they need to be anything they want to be, and most of them are going to fail. Most of them are going to still fail, even though this is free, even though I'm going to literally be holding their hand with any question they have. Most of them are still going to fail, or they're not even going to commit, or not even try, because they think it's too hard, they think it's unrealistic, they think that it's impossible, whatever it may be, whatever their opinion is, but something's going to hold them back, and literally they're not even going to take a chance. And what they're realizing is they could spend maybe 4 or 6 months on this and actually be dedicating their time, and doing this right. I mean, busting their ass. If they were to do this 12 to 16 hours a day for that amount of time, they'll figure this out way faster than I did, because, I've already went through this, and I could lead them to other people who's already been through this, and they could skip all the steps and the trial and errors that we face, or at least a lot of the ones that were obvious to us that we could warn them about and prepare them for, so they don't have to fall into that same footstep. So if you haven't ran no advertisements on social media, if you haven't started an Instagram business page, if you haven't, started earning income on the internet, this is the way that you do that. This is the way that you get started. This is, a practical and legitimate way that you could start scaling your business and start scaling your audience and making some real money, and maybe even some big money. So be optimistic and get started today. That's all I got for you. And again, this is Kyle from Infinite Hustle. Have a blessed day. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was beneficial to somebody out there. Let me know if you've done a Instagram advertisement, or even use this promotional advertisement, what you did. Just let me know in the comment section kind of how it went for you, what your particular advertisement was about. Did you fail? Did you succeed? I mean, just whatever you have to say about your Instagram ad, his prior history. Let me know. If you've never done an Instagram ad, just say that you've never done one and you'd like to try. I'd like to try or something. Comment you'd like to try, and maybe I'll seek out to you and try to push this to you a little bit harder through a DM or something. So, thanks for viewing. Have a blessed day, everybody.